Okay, so I've decided to give this video documentary thing or documentation a little bit of a go. Um, we've just bought this 10 hectare small holding just east of Pretoria in South Africa, and we've got some big dreams that hopefully we'll make come true over the next few years. Um, and this is our first day. We've just got the keys yesterday. So it's exciting times. I'm going to show you guys around a little bit, show you what we're planning for now at least, and then we take it from there. Okay, so first of all, there's basically four buildings on the property. The one is a little house or a small house. It's basically about 116 square meters. It's got a loft. It's basically just a loft at the top, and a nice big double garage. It's fenced in with electric fencing. So that's the main building. Then there's a couple of wood cabins. People that we bought the place from had some ideas with them, but for now I think we're just gonna let one of our workers stay in one of those cabins and fix them up. I'll show you the cabins in a little bit more detail soon. Then there's some horse paddocks. Everything is kind of a little bit dilapidated, so there's lots of work. And over here is the main stable building. So we've got 7 stables and a tack room. We currently only have 2 horses. We've got 2 stud SA Boerperd mares, and my dream is to revive an old stud, the Fastfat stud that some very close family had back in the day, and they moved to Namibia, and that's unfortunately they had to sell all the horses. But it played a big role in my life as a young boy, and I would just love to have some horses again and revive the Fastfat name. Basically, it's about almost 20 years ago that the stud came to an end, the Fastfat stud. But I managed to find some of the genetics. So we bought a mare that her great grandfather was Fastfat, our stallion. It's very special. I'm going to be focusing very much so on the Hunker bloodline. It's also a legacy that would love to just let live on. Because it almost came to an end with the sons not wanting to continue with the stud. So the guys, the bracket behind me is the guys were just getting some wood cupboards or pressed wood cupboards out of the tack room that the people left here, but they are rotten and it fell apart. Don't worry, guys. So here's the tack room. My daughter has got very big dreams to make it very nice and fancy. She watches these equestrian videos every day, Harlow, and they've got all fancy tack rooms. So that's what we're going to do here. Obviously, we've just started painting everything white. So I'm going to do the white with the green. I think that's quite a traditional color scheme for especially the Western Cape Winelands area. But we really like that. So the stables are nice and spacious. There's water in the corner. So yeah, we nice sturdy doors. I think this will work. Here's a foaling stable. It's about double the size of the other stables. So yeah, that's quite nice. These floors, I want to do like maybe like a clay brick herringbone pattern. This whole square here in front of the stables as well. So there's some big trees here that obviously stop the grass from growing. So we'll have to do some paving. Over here is a dressage arena that needs some attention. It's not quite flat. There's a bit of a fall to it. So I would love to just do some earth moving work and just flatten it out, and obviously do a nice fringe on the side and do all your numbers or letters rather. But yeah, there's potential, definitely. So, and yeah, they left a few jumping poles as well, so that can work. Over here, there's some more horse paddocks. Over here is a big store, so it's basically just corrugated sheets. So I want to put my factory in here. I've got a factory there that we manufacture a bicycle lubricant called Smooth. Yeah, so that's what will happen here. And then later on, if I build a nicer building for the factory, then we can use this as a sheep. Maybe store all the food for the sheep, because we have some Ile-de-France stud sheep that my wife, she's got big dreams for that. So we got about 30 ewes now, and she wants 300. So it's going to take some time to build it up. Yeah, so there's some more horse paddocks, and there's a little river at the bottom with a dam. It's hard to see from here. And then over there, just behind that container, there's another 5 hectares of open arable fields. So over there, I would love to put camps or that I can use for grazing, to let the horses and the sheep graze, and maybe plant some Erogrostis grass there in time. So at the moment it's just African wild grass. There's a couple of different varieties there. We call it the Waterberg mengsel, or the Waterberg mix. It's Smutsvinger, Rhodes, things like that. There's a few different varieties. Okay, so over here, just up the driveway, there's nice neat little house over there. Another building. So the plan with that is that we'll actually fix it up. I mean, it's only built, I think, 4 or 5 years ago, so it's still relatively neat, but obviously it needs to be painted and needs to be fixed. So the plan is that we'll make our office in that building. Also, there's a few challenges. We don't have a grid connection, although there's some big pylons on the side of I don't know if you guys can see it over there. Yeah, there you go. Some big pylons over there, but we don't have a grid connection, and we want to keep it that way. But there's solar, but obviously nothing that can support the factory. So it's going to be interesting. We need to do it. I don't necessarily have the capital right now, but we're going to have to be resourceful and build it as and when we have money. And I would love to build a methane kind of generator also, with all the manure that we'll have from the horses and the sheep, and maybe run a generator, internal combustion generator of that. So there's lots of plans.